And we got an excellent connection, it looks like. Boy, do I got a doozy for you today, baby. We're going to stop. We're going to hang out just for 1 second to make sure this picture comes through. And this is them live on the moon. Hello? We're going to stop. Okay, we're good. Dude. Okay, so if you didn't see the news, there was a 7.3 magnitude earthquake in Bangkok. And my experience, it was the scariest thing I think I've ever experienced. And I'm just going to tell you what happened. So I get out the shower, I'm cleaning up my condo, and I'm folding my clothes. It's like noon, I think, noon or 1 maybe. And I hear a weird sound that almost sounded like it was raining really hard, like on the window in the glass. So I like go over to the window and I look out and I'm like, it's a sunny day. And then at that same time, I start to hear this commotion in the hall. And I go open the door. It sounded like water was pouring in the hall. And I open the door to the hall and I feel the sway of the building. Like I'm on a boat, dog. And I hear just everything cracking and like these crazy sound of the building, like, and shit is falling from the ceiling in front of me down. Boom, crashing on the ground. Like concrete or like shit, I don't know what. And like in that moment, I just went, holy shit. And I didn't know it was an earthquake necessarily, but I thought the building was collapsing, right? For somehow. And at that moment, I totally went fight or flight mode, like life or death, right? And I go out of the room and I'm looking down the hallway and I'm just seeing shit crashing down. I'm seeing the tiles break. I'm seeing the walls crack. And I just think in my head, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here and I'm going to die. Like in my head, the building was collapsing because I'm seeing shit fall down from the ceiling and crash on the ground. And and I see a couple heads poking out of the doors, looking around, like same as me, like what the hell's going on? And I remember looking at the map, the fire escape map by the elevator. So I know there's a fire escape on the other end of the hall over there. So I'm sprinting full clip down the hall, just life or death, and shit's falling around me. Like it was literally felt like I'm in a movie where it's like I'm running down the hall and this shit's swaying and breaking and the walls are cracking and shit's falling. And I'm just like, this is the end of my life. Like this is how I go. And I get to the fire escape, bust that shit open, start going down the stairs, like full speed. And in my head, I'm thinking, maybe I'm going to die, but it's not going to be because I was too slow. So I'm trucking down the stairs full blast. And I'm coming across people going down the stairs slow. And I'm like, go, 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 go. Like passing motherfuckers who were just do. Some people, there was a couple like fatties that were just couldn't go fast. And I think just people that weren't that fast or didn't care. I had passed some people that seemed fit that were just kind of going down the stairs. And I'm like, are you not seeing shit? Like shit in the fire escape is crashing down and the walls are cracking. And I'm just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I'm racing down. And I'm 26 floors up. So it's taking a minute and I'm getting gassed, but I'm going for it. I get outside, couple things are falling off the building, some of the siding or shit crashing. And I run out to the street and a bunch of people are all out on the street and everyone's just shitting their pants. And after I got kind of clear of the building, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of just sitting on the curb, like looking up, like what's going to fucking happen. The thing is, I realized that I didn't have my phone. I didn't have anything. I had shorts and a shirt, a tank top, and the shirt that I was folding. I was still grasping the shirt that I was folding. And I didn't have my phone. I didn't have my key. I didn't have money. I didn't have shoes. Barefoot. And I fucked my feet up on the stairs as I was going so fast. I had this crazy blister on the bottom of my foot. And my feet were like burning on the pavement too because it was so hot outside, like before I ran to the shade. And so I'm just sitting there on the curb like, what the fuck do I do? And eventually this girl came out that was living in the condo too, who was from America. And she had her phone. So I eventually was like, hey, can I make a call? So the only numbers I have in my head is my mom, my dad, and my older brother. So I call my mom and I say, hey, mom. And everyone's probably sleeping in America, right? But I was like, hey, I'm okay. But there's an earthquake and I'm out of the condo and I don't think I'm going to be getting in anytime soon. Could you have Spence, my younger brother, hit up Gig, my Thai friend, on Instagram and say to meet me at the condo at some point if she can. And so, and then I'm just chilling all day. So I'm chilling outside all day. And it was kind of crazy too. Like not too long after that, like some people came along the curb with a shopping cart full of water bottles and was handing out water. And we just kind of sat out there most of the day until eventually they started allowing some people to go back in and get their stuff. And they said, you can go in at your own risk, 15 minutes, get your stuff, essentials, and get out. But they only let a couple people go. Then they stopped letting people go. And eventually it was, I got to go. But the thing is, they didn't have my key and I couldn't remember the code because the code for the door was on my phone. So they're like, I thought maybe I left the door open. So I was like, okay, maybe the door's just open and I left it open. So I go up the stairs, 26 flights. So by the time I get to the top, I'm huffing and puffing dead and my foot's fucked up. So double crazy. I get to the top, locked. And it's crazy in there. Water leaking everywhere, flooded. The walls are all cracked. The flooring's all cracked. It was crazy. And I was scared to go in there, honestly. And it's funny because when they started letting the first people go back in, me and some of the people I was with, we're like, we're not going back in. We're going to wait. Let all these other people go back in. We're going to just see what happens. Because to me, the way the building was swaying and the sound, I was like surprised that it didn't collapse. Like I thought it was going to collapse for sure. But anyways, eventually we go back in. I can't get in. So I go back down. I'm talking, trying to get a hold of the host who owns the Airbnb that I was in, but he wasn't answering. Eventually get a hold of him. I get the code. And on my way back down too, there was this lady who was bringing her suitcases down from like way up. And I passed her on my way up of her coming down with her suitcases. And then on my way down, she had barely made any progress. So I was like, let me just take these. So I took her suitcases down. And so I was cooked too, like carrying those big suitcases all the way down, 26 flights. And then finally I got to go back up again, cooked, get all my stuff, just filled a suitcase with stuff and got like my passport and my money and whatever I could throw in there real quick. And then I had to carry all that down. So, and then eventually Gig met me. I got my phone. So eventually Gig met me at the condo. And then everyone's trying to find a place to go because everyone living in these condos, they're like, you can't sleep in there. It's not safe. And the power's off and the water, it's flooded and everything. So everyone's trying to find a place to go. There's no hotels. The BTS is shut down. So we waited. Once Gig got there, we waited for a Grab trying to get a car for probably an hour. But the people I was there with, they were waiting for like 3 hours for a car and couldn't get one. Finally get one. And Gig's friend is out of town and she offered us to stay at her condo. So we went to her condo and that's where I'm at right now. And I went back to my condo today to get my expensive stuff because the door won't even close now. The door's just open because the frame's so bent, the door can't even close. So I got my stuff, like my expensive stuff out of there. I left a couple things still. And we're chilling here until further notice. And they said they'll let us know what's up with the building in like 3 or 4 days. So that's what it is. But it was crazy. Like I just remember running through the hall, like thinking this is it. Like those moments, having like a minute or two thinking at any point this shit's coming down on my head. Very interesting experience. And it was fucking scary. Glad to be here. The main things too I noticed that were interesting is running by everyone on my way down, because one of the ladies I was talking to out there, she was like checking on the way down to see if everyone was good or if anyone needed help. But like I was like, it seemed like no one cared to me. Like they were just like, whatever. So I'm like, dude, I'm not going to die because you don't care. So like I was just passing fools, like not caring about anyone. I think maybe if I saw like an old lady or someone that had like fallen or was like screwed and trying to escape, but was like messed up and I could help them, I like to think I would have helped them. But I was like, go, 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 go. And I feel like looking back, I was like kind of cold about it. You know, I was like, I'm getting out of here, dog. Like, if you're not going to go fast, you know, put on the gas or don't. But it was just interesting seeing how I acted in those moments when it was just like I thought I was going to die, and like the difference between me dying or not was like how fast I could run. So it was just interesting, which is really fast, by the way. I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit there. I was trucking, but. The other thing I found interesting is that I think the building, because the building that I'm in is like a razor blade. It's shaped like an L, but it's really tall. It's just tall and thin. And like the intuition of how much it could rock without falling over, because like I'm in there, I'm feeling it. And this lady I was talking to on the top floor, she said the pool that's on the top floor, 33, literally washed into the building. So like it's swaying so much that the pool came into the building. And so the fact that it didn't tip over, break, and collapse is amazing to me. And I think with a structure like that, the pressure as it's bending is like in the lower to middle area is like where the pressure happens. It's like if you bend a straw, right? The place where it breaks, where there's the most pressure, is like in the middle-ish, depending on the structure. So I think that where I'm basically in the middle, so I think that shit was cracking and falling like way worse there than some of the higher levels, which is maybe why some of those people were going down slower, because they didn't see shit crashing down and cracking open like I did, which gave me the impression that the building was falling. So that was interesting. But it was cool too to see everyone kind of taking care of everyone once we got out, and everyone, are you good? And the two people I was hanging with that were from America, Texas and Miami, that had been living in that building, you know, they're like, they knew I didn't have my phone. So they're like, we got you. Like, if we're not going to leave you stranded, like, we'll figure it out. So it was cool to see everyone kind of taking care of everyone and making sure everyone got where they needed to go. And, you know, the way people band together in that kind of situation is really interesting. And then the last thing I'll mention real quick is going back in, right? It's like, I just thought I was going to die. And then I found myself like going back up the stairs to like get my money and my phone and stuff, which is just interesting. I was like, just let me be alive. And then I'm like, but also just let me have my phone. And so that kind of was an interesting experience, but I'll probably have more to say on it later once I really process everything. Cause was that yesterday? No, yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So, okay, anyways, I'm talking to Gig here, and I'm going to let her sit down and tell her experience, because she was in a building during the earthquake too. So I'm going to let her come talk and tell you about it. And then when she's done with that, I'll get into the rest of my updates. But here's Gig.
Okay.
Come on. Okay.
I have to wear headphone or not?
No, I can wear.
Okay.
But just talk into the mic.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk about earthquake.
Yeah, here.
Yesterday.
I'm going to put this like that.
Okay. Okay. Yesterday I was at 12 floor, and we feel like the building is shake.
Say what you see when you go to work. Remember?
Okay.
The protest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday there are the protests, Israel and Palestine as in front of my building. So there are so many police in front of my building. So okay, why the earthquake? We feel like the building is shake, but we don't think it is a earthquake, because I think it is a bomb. So I think it is a bomb from the protest. So that time I think I would die for sure, but I have to run first. And then when I feel like the building shake, I saw near the room is a swimming pool.
Yeah.
So I saw the water get into the building.
Yeah.
And I told everyone, the building, the water get into the building, so we have to run out from the building right now.
Yeah.
Can't wait. And then
because you're in a meeting, right?
Yeah, we are meeting, and then I am the first one who open the door and run.
You?
Yes,
nice.
From 12 floor.
Nice.
And usually I work at 34th floor. 34th floor.
That's great.
But yesterday I meeting at 12th floor. So imagine if I have to run from 34th floor. I would die for sure.
Yeah.
Because that time I think it's bomb, not earthquake anymore.
So then when you get outside, you ask the police?
Yes, I asked the police, what happened?
Yeah.
And he say, earthquake. So I feel okay.
Yeah.
Because if it is bomb, we die for sure at that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Lucky it wasn't a bomb.
Luckily.
Okay, and then where do you go after?
After I go into school near my office.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stay for 3 hours, 4 hours.
And then you come to the condo, to my condo?
Yeah, and then I come to you.
Crazy mode.
We survive.
Good job, man. Safe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, bye, gig.
Bye bye.
That's crazy, dude. Guest appearance by gig. Okay, so check this out. We'll go here. I want to show you this. This is a video Gig sent me. So when I got out of the building, I see another condo, like waterfall coming out of the condo because I think the glass broke like on the infinity pool. So the water was just pouring out like a waterfall. And there's this crazy TikTok that she sent me of this dude who's window washing, bro, on the side of a condo. And look at this. Hold on. Just get a load of this shit. Look at this guy. How do I turn on the sound? Get a load of this, dog. Look at this guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, imagine what that guy's thinking. That guy's not having a good day. That is crazy. Look at that. Oh my god. No thanks. Yeah, that is crazy, dog. Oh my god. Woo! No thank you on that. Okay. Anyways, appreciate the time you have on the earth because you never know what could happen. It could go away real quick. We'll get into some of my other updates here. Slow it back down a little bit. Here we go. New book review. The Practice, Seth Godin. So I walk through my notes here on the book. If you're a creative person or you do creative work, I would recommend checking this out because I kind of just distill the interesting points and kind of, as I read, I take notes and then I just put it in a video. So that's there for you to check out. Excuse me. Okay, what I'm wondering about this week. Is going for a walk after eating a good way to keep your blood sugar from spiking? It apparently is. So now, after I eat my meals, I usually go rip it on the treadmill for a while and listen to music or demos to get my blood sugar down because I've been having crashes every day, like middle of the day, you know? So I'm like, I think it's because I eat a big meal and then I get a sugar spike. So I've been doing that and it's working pretty good. Okay, rank the biggest aquariums in the world. Let's see what we got here. I forget what the answers are. It's China. Surprise. It's frickin' China's got the biggest one. 22 million liters. Overall volume of 48 million liters. And then America's got number 2, Georgia Aquarium, which I think they have whale sharks in there, which is fire. And it's 41 million liters. So close second. And then Dubai is number 3. Underwater zoo in Dubai. 10 million liters. So America and China's really got it in the bag. But Dubai's coming in second. So those are the biggest aquariums if you were curious. And then last one here. What are the chances of another major aftershock hitting BKK right now? Which I think it's pretty low. I guess there was a 6.0 aftershock yesterday, which I don't think anyone noticed. But because probably everyone was out of the tall buildings. But it says aftershocks generally dissipate over time and are less crazy, but you never know. And that's why today when I went to get my stuff out of the condo, I'm like, dude, if there's another one and the condo's already roasted, that might just be enough to knock it over. But it's crazy to me that the only thing that collapsed in Bangkok was like a building that was under construction. So the fact that none of those high rises, like there's 70-story buildings and nothing collapsed, which is kind of an amazing testament to the architecture and the build, like honestly, because like that dude, how much it was swaying, like I'm in the middle going whoa, and the fact that it didn't just break in half and collapse like is amazing to me, honestly. So that's pretty cool, and I'm sure they make them, you know, earthquake proof to a certain degree. And I think that I'm gonna do a perplexity dive video into earthquakes and buildings and like how they make buildings earthquake proof, because I've been wondering about it a lot. Like, how do they not collapse? And when they do, why do they collapse? And like, how does the pressure work and everything, you know, like, or the physics of it. So that's pretty interesting to me, but holy crap, that was crazy. Okay. What I'm listening to this week, Cigarettes and Wine by Delwater Gap and Holly Humberstone. It's just the chorus for me. The rest of the song, I'm like, the verses, I don't necessarily like them that much, but woo, the chorus, woo, banger. Love it. Okay, photo dump. Here we go. This is after I went back in. This is the emergency exit that I went out. at the end of the hall. And like, as you can imagine, like imagine seeing this cracking and breaking as you're running out, right? And this whole thing is breaking. The tiles are breaking, bro. I was so scared, bro. It was so scary. Whew. Just was going so fast, man. I'm telling you, I was running full speed. Like these people in the hallway watching me go by. Whoa, that's me just sprinting by, like go, go, go. Anyways, here's me in the pool. This is what I do after I go in the steam room. I go in the pool and I put my legs on the edge and float. And it's a freaking vibe, man. If you do a sauna or a steam room and then go float on your back in the water, if it's cool water, and just relax and breathe, wow, it's like you feel so good. It's amazing. This is my new view at this condo from Mook's condo. And this is a nice condo. I actually really like it. So it's been nice that we can stay here for a while. Okay, this is cool. This is Kiki from China, the girl that I went on the Hinge date with. This is her drawing of me. Look at this. How nice. Very cool. Love it. And then there's this picture of me in the condo playing ukulele, and she made a Studio Ghibli. Is that how you spell Ghibli? I need to look it up. But anyways, version of me. Look at, isn't that crazy? That's the regular. This is the one. Wow, how cool is that? I love it. So nice. Such a vibe. I think I'm going to use this for like my waiting screen on my music lives or something. Oh, well, I'll do that next week. Anyways, so that's all my photos. And then, yeah, if you're new here, my name's Danny Suede, and I do music, and I do YouTube, and I do Substack. And you could subscribe. It's free to subscribe to these emails, my weekly updates, and I do other longer posts and stuff like that. But yeah, you just put in your email and you get it in your inbox each week when I do an update. And I do these videos and then I do these posts. So do that every week. And I got a bunch of new music coming too. That's cool. And then I got a store. If you go, basically, if you're new here or you want to see what I'm up to, just go to DannySuede.com. It's super clear. There's just 4 things on there of my music, my YouTube, my Substack, and my shop. That's what I focus and what I do. So if you want to check it out and go in on there, that's crazy. And then the best way to keep up to date with me is subscribing to this, because I don't do social media anymore. So it's just this. And I think that's everything for my update. Wow, happy to be alive. That was crazy. Wow, that was crazy. Let me see. I think I had a few other notes about nope, that was it. That was everything about it, but good grief. What a time to be alive. And my host, my Airbnb host, was really nice. He said, he offered me to come stay with him. He's like, if you need anything, just let me know, whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. And when I went back to the condo today, one of the elevators was working. So people were getting their stuff out of there. And he said that the engineers said the building was safe to be in. And then they just needed the water and the electricity inspectors to come in and check the pipes and check all the plumbing and everything before they let people like come back and live in there. But that was crazy, man. That was so crazy, dude. What a surreal experience. I'm not going to forget that. Okay. Anyways. And I also was saying in my blog post, like my heart goes out to all the people. A lot of people died, especially in Myanmar. And then the one building that collapsed here, there was a bunch of workers in it and they all died. So that's really sad. And I'm sure a lot of people, lost their homes and stuff, and it's sad. And that really sucks. Life is fragile. So crazy. Everything we make in our lives are just like, it's crazy. The earth can just go, and then people just dying and you just lose. It's like your house or your whatever you worked your whole life for, just, right? It's crazy. So it's a good reminder to appreciate what you have now. On my every day, I have these mindset things that I read through to kind of start my day and orient my life. And I have these gratitudes I do every day. And it's, you are lucky to have a healthy body. Everyone you love and care about is healthy and safe, which I've had some grandparents die, so it's not, I guess. Everyone you love and care about that's still alive is healthy and safe, which is really nice. It says you're lucky to live in a time and country that is prosperous and an environment where you can pursue your dreams. And all of these things could go away at any time, so enjoy and appreciate them while they are here. And I read that every day and remember that, because you never know if the earth's going to shake and your building's going to collapse and you're going to die. So I leave you with that, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.